Hello everyone. This week we're going to talk about how to do an online check-in and I'll explain why it's one of my favorite things to do before the cruise. But before we get into that, I will ask if you like this video, if you find anything helpful, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and you can be notified of all of our tips and tricks for all of you cruisers. Now, the first tip I have is to download your CruiseLine's app. This will be super, extremely helpful, not just before your cruise, but during, and it has saved me more times than I can count. So what you're going to do is you're going to download the app. It's usually free. And then my next cruise is actually on Royal Caribbean. And Royal Caribbean has made it so easy to create an account right there. There should be an icon. I believe it's on the right-hand side with a picture of a person on that. Click that. They'll walk you through your entire account sign-up process. So once you do that, log in and make sure that you gather all the documents you need. So the documents you need are going to be, again, in the days of COVID, you're going to need your vaccine card, and you're going to need your passport, or in most cases, they'll also accept a driver's license and birth certificate. And then what you're going to do is the online check-in for Royal Caribbean opens 45 days before you're scheduled to set sail. So, and it opens midnight, the night of the 45th night. So if you have to stay up and do it, I highly recommend that you do. One of the great things about Royal is they actually allow you to choose your check-in time and then continue the rest of the check-in process after that if you have to. So, for example, when I did mine last week, I was able to stay up till midnight, get the early check-in, and then go to bed and get ready for work the next day. Totally fine. Now, I highly recommend that you get an early check-in time if you want the most time on the ship. That way, if something happens, like your flight is delayed or something like that, what they'll do is they'll actually allow you to board in later groups. Totally fine. The problem is if you choose a later check-in time, then Royal Caribbean is going to probably be backlogged with everybody else. So you want to make sure that you get that early check-in, and you want to make sure that you do it early, because what'll happen is with everybody on the ship, they're going to try to get the earliest check-in time as well. And so you may not have a choice but to get a later check-in time, and that's not always a good thing. So what you want to do is you want to sign in and get your check-in time immediately, and then if you have to stop the check-in process, then come back later and finish your check-in. The next thing that you want to do is you want to upload your documents. So all they're going to ask for is a couple pictures. Totally fine. You could do it right on your phone. They'll ask, in the days of the pandemic, they'll ask for pictures of your COVID card if you have it, and they'll ask for pictures of your passport or your birth certificate to prove your citizenship. And then if you want to speed it along even further, you can actually take a selfie and upload everything right there. The next and final step is to fill out their health questionnaire. You could do it right there. It's simple, easy, 3 questions. And then guess what? You're all done and you're ready for your cruise. That is so exciting. And it will actually save you a lot of time when you're in the terminal. The terminal times a lot of people think once they arrive that they can just walk onto the ship. That's not always the case. Remember, you have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of other passengers that are going to be boarding with you. So you could easily be stuck in that boarding line if you don't fill out these documents before you go. You could easily be stuck in that line for hours. Heck, I even got off my cruise in April, filled out everything ahead of time, and I was stuck in line for 2.5 hours because of delays that were beyond my control. But because I had filled everything out beforehand, I was able to literally just walk through customs once they let us into the building. So in the end, it still saved me a lot of time. So anyways, that's my top tips. Again, if you like this video, please hit the like or subscribe buttons, and we'll see you next week. Bye.